Hi, it's Art, short for Artemy, and you can find me at CU Artist pretty much everywhere. So lately I have been kind of jumping around in the plot a little bit more. I still have yet to get some of the reference pictures I need. I finally got to go to the local rock shop that I wanted for inspiration for the curio shop on Saturday, so I have those pictures for filling out the shelves of the business, but I still need to get some photos of hands from my partner. So instead of pulling out my hair doing that, I have kind of skipped forward to the next chapter where it's a lot more familiar characters and settings again, and I get to draw pretty girls, which is always fun. Doing that kind of jumping around in various parts of your story can definitely keep your momentum up if you're getting to a spot where you are stuck. So I do really think it can be worthwhile, especially if you are really starting to pull your hair out about something. I just haven't been doing it so much since I want to get a lot of the first pages completely finished for the launch in a couple weeks. In addition to skipping forward in the second rough drafts of the next chapter, I have also been having a lot of brainwaves about the later story stuff, which I'm really excited about. In order to make the character-specific plot lines that I have been mentioning, I really want to figure out their whole character goals and their kind of meta-narrative, I suppose. I am really good at focusing on micro stories. I can kind of get into their head and think about their emotions and get emo about that, but I have a harder time looking at the macro, bigger picture stuff a lot of the time. So, yesterday I was frustrated that was happening while I was at work, but excited that some things were finally tying together a little bit better. So, yeah, I think jumping around to something that you are more enthused about can be good sometimes, as long as you know when you need to go back and do the harder stuff that you were avoiding. It might be that you needed to learn something to be able to do those earlier pages, but I think keeping up your momentum and that positive energy is really important. I did this while doing the first rough drafts. I was having a very hard time with the scene because I hadn't figured out that finding references was really, really important. And it wasn't that difficult of a scene, or it shouldn't have been, but it was just two characters sitting on chairs talking to each other, but one was in a skirt sitting down, and also trying to figure out how to have them sitting interestingly and still engaging while their conversation was going on was difficult, and I was just getting so frustrated with it. I did end up just skipping to the next scene, and eventually I did end up going back to it and finding a bunch of references to prepare, and that really did help me just get through it eventually. Yeah, that is all I have for today. Thanks for listening, and I hope to see you tomorrow.